So what's up, everybody? These are going to be my Black Clover 349 predictions. I think this chapter is going to be one where we might see some of the paladins retreat, or there's a possibility of Lucius learning about this and then maybe Yuno finds out what Lucius is. There's so many possibilities. So let's get into my Black Clover 349 predictions. First of all, if you like anime, manga reviews, discussion spoilers, and theories, definitely hit the subscribe button. Like the video, so you can some false copyright strikes. So let's get this channel back to 5,000. We're more than halfway there. Thank you for all the support. I'm gonna continue making content for y'all. So last chapter, Black Clover 348, it ended with Asta facing down 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚛. And he basically said, I'm coming for you, I'm trying to save you. This chapter can go many ways. Black Clover 349. It could go either 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚛 retreats because she sees what's going on, or Asta just defeats the other paladin who does ice magic, which I think is the most likely case. Asta's probably going to defeat the ice paladin. He's probably going to do that whole ice fusion with space magic, but Asta stops it. He's probably going to get some help from the strongest 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚢, and the other one that looks like he has like a banjo or something. He might get help here and there, but I don't think he's going to need it. However, one of them, either is 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑 or the ice paladin guy, needs to run away and tell what happened to Lucius. Or Lucius could just ask what's going on and eventually he goes to where 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑 is, but somebody needs to inform Lucius that Asta's there. I mean, there's a possibility that Lucius might have an idea Asta's there if he has some type of connection to all the paladins where he literally can sense a paladin is no longer under his control. Either way, Lucius has to find out Asta's in the land of the rising sun, or something happened to the other paladins. So it's either they run away from Asta, one of the paladins, or Lucius finds out by the lost connection. I'm guessing more towards one of them escapes. So most likely 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑 might escape, in my opinion. She could transform back into 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑, but I don't know how the story will go that way. Of course, I'm not 𝙲𝚘𝚪, but the story will seem a little bit more tense if 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑 stayed as a paladin to the end of the actual arc. But of course, we're not sure. There's a possibility that 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑 might turn back into 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑 right here and now. Another possibility is that Yuno might end up going to where Lucius is at. And I've been wanting to say this for a while, but we're not entirely sure where everybody left off. We know that the Black Bulls might be looking for Asta. Maybe they might figure out or have some type of hint that Asta might be in the land of the rising sun. Who knows? Maybe Henry or 𝙲𝚘, somebody's gonna figure out how to track Asta and see where he's at. Who knows? But the captains, we haven't seen them in a whole entire day. We don't know what's the update with them. And then also Yuno looked like he was going to fight, or he was gonna look for Lucius. Are we going to have that inklings or the little droplings hints that we're gonna see Yuno versus Lucius, and somehow Lucius defeats Yuno and Yuno looks like he's about to die again? I don't know if the people are gonna like that, but it would be crazy if Yuno ends up becoming a paladin. I doubt this is gonna happen, but if Yuno becomes a paladin, man, it's gonna be crazy. Because then we will get the Yuno versus Asta fight that we all been wanting. I mean, it's a possibility that Yuno might turn into a paladin if he fights Lucius and loses. Because I don't see Yuno defeating Lucius at this point. He's strong and everything, but he could put up a fight, but Lucius is most likely going to defeat him low difficulty. Maybe mid, but I highly doubt it, because Lucius is a god. And yes, Yuno has the power of spirit dives, the divinity, saint stage, so he has true divinity probably behind him with the 4 magical spirits and saint stage, but I don't see Lucius going down by Yuno's hands. So there is a huge possibility if we get this fight between Yuno and Lucius, Yuno turns into a paladin. If that happens, man, I am going to be going crazy. The likeliness of that starting in this chapter is pretty big, because now that we see that Asta can finally do a counter to Lucius's magic and turning them into paladins, it'll be a good point maybe after Asta defeats another paladin and then the other one has to retreat, either 𝙲𝚙𝚙𝚢𝚑 or the ice guy. That part will be a good transition to Yuno finding out where Lucius is. And then obviously, like I said before, we don't know what's going on with the captains. What is going on with them? Last time we saw Mimosa speaking to Noel. We saw the captains meeting, them talking about Asta possibly being dead, Yuno being frustrated and mad. We don't know what's going on with the captains, Yuno, Noel, Yami, obviously Mimosa, who's an honorary Black Bull member, but we don't know what's going on with them. We don't know what's their plan. Are they going to just bow down and let Lucius do what he wants to do, or they're going to actually try to fight? And I think they're going to actually try to fight, but we don't know what their plan is. We haven't seen them, and it's crazy. It's only been like a day really since Asta looked like he was going to die, and Asta learned 𝙲𝚙𝚎 so quick quickly. It's only been like probably at most 34 hours. It's 36 hours. Hasn't been like a full 2 days yet. So there's so much time, and we need to figure out what the captains and what they have been experiencing or what they've been going through this whole time, because we don't know. And we're just left in the dark. Like, they just spoke, and after that, we don't know. I wonder if they're going to do possibly like a wake or possibly a funeral. Who knows? But we need to know what they're going to do, how they're going to move forward, as well as Yami. And we need to see Yami and speak about Julius. Yami's biggest role model and basically the person that helped him out the most in the Land of the Rising Sun has been Julius. Something tells me we might get like a little of a hint or maybe a little small panel of Julius. Maybe we get to see the inner dialogue. Maybe Julius is not really dead like Lucius claim he is. He's probably just hidden deep inside Lucius' conscious. I don't think Julius is actually dead, but we'll see. For right now, we can only go at face value as to what exactly Lucius said. However, we need that conversation with Yami and William Vengeance. There's a reason why William Vengeance did not die last arc, and I'm hoping 𝚲𝚘𝚅 is saving William Vengeance for something good, because at this moment we don't know why is he still alive. Like, he could have died last arc and it would have been good. Yuno would have been promoted to a captain. So in my opinion, we could have done without William Vengeance. 𝚲𝚘𝚅 saving him for a reason. We might see a little dialogue of him speaking to Yami, and then kind of them speaking about learning how Julius was not actually Julius, he was Lucius. So we need that dialogue, and if we do move to another setting in this chapter, I definitely see them speaking on it. It's been too long since we've seen those two. As well, the Black Bulls, I said they're gonna try finding a way to look for Asta, maybe Finral somehow, even not. They do a combined magical spell and they can locate Asta. Maybe it's possible Vanessa gets involved as well and she moves the strings of fate, because technically can't she change fate a little bit? I know like it's difficult now because she's fighting against devils, and devils can literally destroy concepts apparently. So maybe she could manipulate them to finding the right location to where Asta's at, because technically if we remember what Lucius said to Sister Lily, it seems like he doesn't have control of that future where the Land of the Rising Sun is. So technically couldn't Asta, his presence, him learning the 𝚲𝚘𝚅, can possibly stop the magical powers of Lucius controlling somewhat of future in a way, and then maybe the devils and stuff can't stop Vanessa actually pulling the strings of fate, and that string of fate can move the Black Bulls to where Asta's at. I know that's a huge stretch, but man, like at this point they have to be in the Land of the Rising Sun. We've seen little midget Buddha things that look like Charmy. They look like little dwarves in a way. We saw a Buddha at one of the beginning of the Land of the Rising Sun when Asta just came there and they were kind of like showing around the town. We saw a Buddha looking thing that looked like Charmy. So maybe dwarves are highly regarded in the Land of the Rising Sun and they're seeing as divinity. Or I could already see a joke of somebody mistaking Charmy as a type of Shinto god or Buddha god or something. I don't know. I just find it hilarious if Charmy is actually like in the Land of the Rising Sun and then they make a joke of confusing her with that little statue Buddha-like thing that we saw. We'll see where 𝚲𝚘𝚅 takes this, but I'm really excited for this chapter. Black Clover 348 is going to be awesome. That's basically what I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about what's going to happen in Black Clover 349. Do you think Asta actually defeats Sister Lily and turns her back to normal, or do you think Sister Lily runs away? Do you think Lucius eventually brings another paladin or an army of paladins, or do you think that Lucius might take his time and figure out eventually that yeah, something happened in the Land of the Rising Sun? Do you think it's possible that Yuno actually faces off Lucius in this chapter? Do you think the Black Bulls are going to be mentioned in this chapter, or do you think that they're just going to appear somehow in the Land of the Rising Sun? What happened to the captains? Like if you liked the video, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.